And as the Orange prepare for Boston College this week, a chance to catch up with offensive lineman, specifically center Airon Servais, who joined us for a minute or two. And Airon, what's your mindset here coming off your first loss in a while, stopped a four-game winning streak, all in conference, but now back into league play and an important opportunity here for your league finale?
Yeah, just like Coach Bibber said in the past, we can't let this team beat us twice. So it's really important that we are able to rebound, we're able to lock in this week during practice, and we're able to get after them on Saturday.
Typically when that phrase is used by coaches, it's, I would think, first about the physical aspect of it. Let's not be broken down by the end of this game. And there's also a mental component, too. Which part of the game was more taxing against Notre Dame?
They were just a really solid team. As a center, a lot of it's mental. So, I was being tested on, every facet of my abilities. It was a really good team that we were playing, and, they did really well out there, and it was a lot of fun.
As we've talked to you in the past, Airon, about your background and your preparation, you have played other spots on the offensive line. This idea of being center really came in college, right? More so than in high school. Do you take to it now? Do you like the adjustments and the kind of the mental part of the game that is required at center?
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool to be able to just learn about, playing football as a center. I've learned so much about defenses and about our own offense. And the fact that I played at all the other spots, it just helps me learn so much more about the offense, what everybody's job is, and it helps me, get guys aligned pre-snap and things like that. And it's just really cool to be able to learn like that.
Well, you've been at it for a number of months now for this season, lots of success. And as you get ready for Boston College, how much would you say your own defensive line that you've played against occasionally in practice has prepped you for one of the better D-lines in the league? And really the three best are probably Clemson, Syracuse, and Boston College.
Yeah, our D-line, they're big and they're physical guys. So, going against Boston College, we're expecting a really physical game. So to be able to go against those guys in practice is really important to get those reps, just to kind of get that game speed feel. And, play against guys that are, similar size to the guys we're going to see on Saturday.
We visit with Tommy DeVito, and he tells us all the time, I prepare like I'm going to be the starter, so it's not that much of a ramp up in his mind if he is called upon and Eric is unable to go on Saturday. What about for you anchoring that offensive line? I know you've got to be ready for both.
Yeah, whoever's behind us, it doesn't really change our O-line play. We've got to go out there and we've got to block the exact same way we would, no matter who's behind us. So, whether it's Tommy or whether it's Eric, it doesn't play a difference in how we play our game. We got to control ourselves and we got to go out there and attack.
Have you been prepared for that in a way the season has gone here where it seems like different people have stepped up at different times? All three of the wide receivers, potentially, or four, have had their biggest game of the year in different games. It might be Mo Neal's day, it might be Dante Strickland's day, it might be Jarvion Howard's day. So that might lend into the mindset you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the same thing. We've got a lot of great athletes behind us. So, they're really a lot of those guys are getting different playing time for different games, things like that. And, the only thing that doesn't change is us. We've got to do our assignments no matter who's behind us. And, it's really important that we're able to do that.
And last thing here with Airon Servais, Green Bay, Wisconsin area native. You like this being on the road here? The last two games are outdoors. Certainly in this one, you go up into the Northeast. Always fun there in the fall, and a chance in Boston outdoors to take it at BC for the last game of the year.
Yeah, it's getting a little colder outside, and I'm not a stranger to that. I've played high school games in cold weather and things like that. So yeah, it just feels like home. All
right, big challenge, but a big opportunity for you on Saturday, Airon. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Airon Servais, a good matchup, the Syracuse offensive line against that BC D line in a game that means a lot to both programs on Saturday.